Hello, welcome to Driffield Sixth Form's open event. Obviously it's virtual this year rather than in real life. I'm Darren Andrews, I'm head of Sixth Form. I just want to welcome you to the event, and hopefully it's going to give you all the information you need. You'll have the opportunity to find out about the subjects that are on offer, about life in Sixth Form. You'll have the chance to hear from students, both past and present, to tell you about their experiences and why we believe Driffield Sixth Form is the best place for you to be. So, why choose Driffield Sixth Form? I suppose for me, some of our strengths are the idea that we have really strong, positive relationships with our students. We've known them through Year 7, through into Year 11, so that helps us understand how they work, what makes them tick, which means we can give them the best possible advice. And I think we have a really inclusive community that really supports and encourages one another to be the best that we can be. We try and provide as many opportunities as possible beyond the classroom, so whether that's field trips and visits to places, or whether that's just other experiences, the chance to go and visit Cambridge University, a trip to London to see how government works. But we want to create opportunities that enrich your time here and mean that you get more than just a basic education. I suppose that the third key reason why I feel a really good option is our outstanding destinations. We have students heading everywhere. We've got students travelling internationally and studying in the USA. We've got students at Oxford, Cambridge. We've got students who carry out medicine courses, veterinary courses, and what we've seen in recent years is just, I want you to be able to get where you need to be. I believe Driffield students are as good as any students anywhere in the world, and that means they should be able to apply for those top jobs. They should be able to apply for those top university places, those top apprenticeships, and we want to get you there. And I believe we've developed programs and teaching that really helps that happen. We do that by maintaining high academic challenge, and you'll see what some of the subjects have got to offer, but we continue to keep pushing to make sure that you are always the best you can be, so that ultimately you can succeed in life and go to your dream destination. Take Leah, for instance. This is Leah in Year 6, and I'm sure at this point she didn't quite know where she was going to be and what she was going to do, but she knew she enjoyed school. Later on through school, Leah discovered that she loved English language, and that was one of her choices at Sixth Form. And then this is a picture of Leah on HE+, which is a programme we operate which takes you to Cambridge University to have a look round, and that sort of really lit a fire under Leah. It was at that point that she realised this sort of Cambridge Oxbridge thing might be for me. She threw herself into a study. She did French, English language, and biology. There you go, Nelly forgot it. And she did biology, and she got the 2 A stars and an A necessarily to go and study at Cambridge, and she's there now studying linguistics. This is a picture of her there, just on her matriculation at the start of the event. Right, so ultimately what is all this about? It's about you getting the best grades possible so that you can have the future you want, so that you can get those jobs and those life chances. So in 2023, seems a long way off, but in 2023, we want to see scenes like this. You know, these students were getting their results and they were absolutely ecstatic. You know, we want that moment when you open your envelope to be as exciting and as happy and as celebratory as these. Ultimately, we want your friends' reactions to be like this. So I suppose fundamentally, so much of what we do is about grades we can make sure students get and where they can go. So just to give you background really, Driffield Sixth Form in the last few years, we're in the top 30% nationally for progress. So that means where students start from, we're not just getting them where they need to be, but we're getting them beyond that. We're getting them above the target grades, which is something I've been so proud of. The students over the last few years have done an amazing job, and I'm so proud of what they've done and what they've gone on to achieve. We've got subjects like maths, chemistry, geography, drama, sociology in the top sort of 10 to 20% in the country. You know, that's outstanding results, and that's, you know, here at Driffield with the students and with the staff that we've got working together in partnership. And some of those are such important subjects. Things like chemistry and maths open so many doors to really competitive courses like medicine and veterinary science. But I suppose those results have then enabled those destinations to be great that I mentioned earlier. 90% of our students last year got into their first choice of university, and we're around that percentage every time. So basically, people are getting where they want to go, not the second choice, not a backup, but the first choice. And that's because we work really closely with students to make sure their applications are strong, but then we make sure that they get those grades. Of those 90% students going on to university, in the last few years, it's been between 28 and right up to 34% getting into Russell Group University. So they're the top 23 universities in the country, including your Oxfords, Cambridge, Durhams, and so on. So they're highly sought after, top quality universities. Nationally, only 12% of sixth form students get into those places. So the fact that we're up towards 30% and above is truly outstanding and down to the hard work of the students and staff here. We've seen record numbers of students in the last few years getting into the Oxbridge, but particularly the medicine and veterinary courses. So for the last 3 years, 100% of our medicine applicants who've received offers have got into those places. Last year, 6 students were into medicine and veterinary, and I can assure you that in comparison to other centres in other places, that is truly outstanding. That's due to some of the specialist support programs we have that you'll learn more about later on a separate video. But it's not all just about universities. We appreciate that increasingly students are looking at wanting apprenticeships. They're wanting to move on into direct employment. And we've seen a record number gaining really prestigious post-16 apprenticeships. Places like Rolls-Royce, Airbus, Nestle, big national and international firms, but also a lot of local firms in the area. So you'll find out again more about the programs we have to support that sort of application process on a separate video. Now, one of my personal passions with students is that I want them to be able to do a really wide breadth of stuff. I want them to be able to study a wide range of subjects. I don't want to offer a narrow curriculum that forces them into doing particular things. I want them to be able to discover new subjects like psychology, photography. I want them to be able to continue and go deeper into other subjects like geography. So I always make sure that we have a really broad curriculum. So here you can see the sort of range of subjects that we offer initially. Not all these subjects run every year because sometimes the students don't choose them, but we try and build our curriculum around the needs and the wants of the students so that they're getting what they want that's going to take them where they want to be. So you can see we offer a range of A-level choices. This is actually a really big range if you were to compare maybe to some other sort of school sixth forms which have to offer more limited diets. But hopefully students can pick what they want. If they give us early intentions, we can then build a timetable and a curriculum that makes sure students can get their spread of subjects. But in addition to those traditional A levels, we also offer some level 3 but more vocational alternatives. They're worth the exact same amount for university entrance. They carry the same weight as an A level course. But you can see that we have those as well. So they just involve often more of a coursework element and a bit more of a practical sort of nature, which really suits some of the students and their styles of learning. We do have academic entry criteria, as everywhere does. Typically, we're looking at 5 GCSEs at grades sort of 9 to 5 for A levels, 9 to 4 for the vocational courses. And there are some subjects where really we recommend a 6 at GCSE, subjects like in maths, in the sciences and in psychology. In psychology, you'd be looking at getting that 6 in either maths or science. Because we don't want to set anyone up to fail. We want students to be able to thrive in the sixth form and thrive on the courses. And those criteria really help ensure that students are on the right course for them to be successful. So here at Driffield Sixth Form, we also want it to be more than just academic. We want it, that's really important, but it's also important that you have a great experience. It's also important that you have a chance to have some real different opportunities. And to make that happen, we have a student union, and the student union organise events and other activities, and there's a video later on that'll tell you a little bit about student experience and how we try and make your time here enjoyable as well as academically worthwhile. When you leave here and when you're heading to apply for university or for apprenticeships or for employment, it's a competitive market, and we want you to be as competitive as possible. We want you to be able to beat anyone else from any other school and any other sixth form to those jobs, to those university places. So yes, your grades do that. Yes, the sort of experience you've had does that. But sometimes it's about developing other skills as well. So we have an enrichment offer, which is in addition to the academic subjects that are available. And as part of that enrichment offer, there's all sorts of things to get involved in. And you have the chance at the start of year 12 to opt into the activities that you think you'd like to do. So again, there's another video shortly where you can look and have a listen and learn about the enrichment opportunities that we've got available. So it's important that for some courses and for some careers, you need very, very specific support and the specific demands that are required. So we have some programs in place to help with that. We run a MedSoc program to help with medical and veterinary and dentistry applications, a HE Plus program, which is to help with students looking at Oxbridge We run Employer Led, which is a scheme which is designed specifically to support students looking at really competitive apprenticeships. And we also run the Leadership Academy, which is close to my heart and which is about trying to prepare students for leadership positions later on in life. All of those, again, there's a video that will help explain about what they involve if you're interested. Now, one thing I think I pride myself on and the sixth form team pride themselves on is the level of support we offer students. That's the thing time and time again that students say when they leave us. When they come, they'll send a card or they'll drop an email to say how they're getting on, and they'll always be appreciative of the support that they get. We treat every individual here as just that, an individual. We get to know them and we look at how we can support them best. And sometimes that support is encouragement, sometimes it's supporting, helping them to structure their revision. Sometimes it's supporting trying to find their sort of dream career, but also sometimes it's supportive to finding things tough. And we have a specific programme called the Be Well programme that is unique to Driffield School and the other schools in the Educational Alliance, and that extends to sixth form as well. And there's a huge amount of provision there that we have to support students who might be finding things tough at certain moments of the year. So as I begin to wrap this bit up, and I know I can go on a bit, and you're going to want to find out more about the subjects, I will just finish with sort of saying, well, what support do you get here? What is it about Driffield that makes us unique? And I think it's the following things. I think the teaching is excellent. We know the students really well. We've had the opportunity to get to know you, understand how you learn best, and we can use that to really accelerate your progress at sixth form. We provide regular assessment and feedback. So every couple of weeks, you'll do a short assessment within each subject area. That's marked and fed back so that you understand exactly how you're getting on and what you need to do to improve. It's a vital component of your progression. We provide really specialist advice and guidance. That's something we really pride ourselves on. It's something that I think we do extremely well. We offer every student really close one-to-one support to make sure that they're heading in the right direction and that they know what they want to achieve. We have the Student Union, which you'll see later on in the student experience, which is really for you. It's led by students and it's about them trying to shape the kind of future in sixth form they want. And we have high expectations. We want you to be the best that you can possibly be. We actually want you to go beyond your expectations. I believe a lot of students don't even know how good they are and how good they can be. And it's our job to try and unlock that. So it's about us making sure that this sort of thing happens, that these sorts of scenes are the ones we see. You know, these are students heading off all sorts of places, whether it's medical courses, prosthetic, theatre, makeup courses, apprenticeships in accountancy, off to geography, got to get geography in, off to study geography at Newcastle University. You name it, they've got all these sorts of things. This is the previous year. This year we've seen Sean Kerry with 3 A stars and an A heading off to the USA with a full scholarship to study over in the States. We've got Emma, Lauren, Lucinda, Olivia all getting the 3 A's and heading off to study medicine at different places in the country. Another one, geography one for you, Amy A star, AA, studying geography at Newcastle. We've got students like Alex Baker doing paramedic studies down in Bristol. Fred choosing the unique course of live technician studies or something worded a little like that with his A star, AA. And Jade loving life in a Harry Potter-esque robes up at Durham, studying Chinese of all things with her 2 A's and a B. You see, there's so many options out there and so many opportunities, and our job is to get you there. And I suppose ultimately, that's my commitment and that's my guarantee. I will work tirelessly even for you. I'll work as hard as I possibly can for you because I want you to be able to achieve those grades that unlock those doors and those opportunities. And I won't let you down, we won't let you down. We'll do everything we can to make your time here fun, enjoyable, challenging, and special as well to get you where you need to be. So moving forward, what happens next then is explore the rest of the open evening, have a look at those subject areas. If there are any questions at any point to do with the sixth form, just contact me, ask your form tutor if I can pop in and see you. But in the next few weeks, we'll be interviewing every year 11 so that you get a chance for a one-to-one conversation with somebody from the senior leadership team in the school to help you decide on what pathway you might want, what subjects might be for you. But also then we follow that up with your initial intentions. We'll ask you what subjects you're interested in looking at. We'll then provide a further Key Stage 5 information evening in January. followed by some more follow-up interviews in February to help refine what you're thinking of. And then in June, we have Activate, which is where hopefully everything will be a little bit more back to normal. You'll have some taster lessons of the different subjects to help you finally decide. And then in August, it's a results day that hopefully looks like that for you as well. And on that day, we enrol students into the sixth form. So thank you for listening to me go on for an awful long time. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Enjoy having a look at what's out there. And I hope you get a lot out of it. Thank you.